Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, January 19th, 2023, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time seeing my video or you are coming back for more. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you and your support. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 21 years now, and I love it. I do this as a full-time job. I want to remind you before I say hi to everybody that in Facebook, later today, I will post timestamps in the description. So then you can skip to the sections of the video you want to watch or go back and go straight to card 3 or whatever the deal is. So in that description later today, those timestamps will be there. And I want to say good morning to everybody. Lots of you hopped on early before I even clicked the button and went live. Good morning, Sue Zastrow in snow-covered and slippery Green Bay, Wisconsin. So be careful. Amber, it's 45 degrees here right now, and it is a little chilly in my room here, but it's going to be up to like 60 something today. So not too bad here in Texas. Good morning, Sherry and Martha and Marcia, all of you guys over on YouTube. Thank you for watching there. And Marcia says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up next to live chat in YouTube. So thank you, Marcia, for that reminder. And please feel free to hit the thumbs up. That is helpful to me. Watching this video helps me. Thumbs up on or hearts or any emojis on both platforms help me. Your comments help me. And of course, if you share the video, it helps me. So when you share the video, make sure you comment that you shared, and I will enter you a second time, and you will be entered for commenting on the video and or sharing to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today. And I am going to make 2 cards with the Share a Milkshake Bundle. Super adorable. Oh my gosh. And 1 card, and I'll show the other, with the Dainty Delight Bundle. Sorry about the lights there. So 3 cards. You have a chance to win those by commenting on the video on both platforms, on replay, live. It doesn't matter. And if you share the video, you also get entered a second time, but make sure you comment that you shared because I won't know otherwise. So thank you very much. Hey, Stella. Hey, Lori in Minnesota. Thanks for sharing, Lori. Marcia is saying good morning from Texas. She's over on Facebook as well. Thank you, Marcia. Double support. Let me see here. Facebook user, Kelly Pate and Stella. Hello. Lori, good morning. Jackie, good to see you. Hey, Janet in North Carolina. Marcia is saying hi to me and everyone, and Marcia. Oh my gosh, 2 Marcias spelled different ways. Y'all really want to confuse me. Cindy, good morning. Hey, Rosemary in Long Island, rainy Long Island. Bleh. We had like a tiny bit of rain here yesterday, but it was just like, I never even saw rain. I just saw that it was wet, like a little bit wet outside yesterday morning. Marcia's in a snowing winter wonderland. But good morning there. Let me see another Facebook user. Linda, good morning. In Idaho, Linda in Idaho. Becky, Diane in North Carolina. Thanks for sharing, Diane. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Marcia says it's 32, high of 34 with heavy snow. Blah. By the way, our weather guy told us yesterday, the one I watched, that we're probably like, this is gonna, I don't know, I think he said something like it's the last of the cold winter weather, like really cold. Because it, like, I think it was down in the 30s or 40s last night. So yay. Marcia, thanks for sharing. Good morning. Ooh, who is making fudge? Dana. No, yes, Dana. All right, you know where I live, Dana, so that's fine. You know, just bring it on over. Drop it. And good morning, darling. And Marcia says, I'm so upset about the heart punch. It's not available. Yes, the heart, I forget the real name of it. The country bouquet one, though. Country bouquet punch. It's not orderable. Unfortunately, this can happen with any of our products, you know, because they come from far away. And that's Valentine, so it's going to be popular. The ribbon in that is low inventory, so get that now if you need it. And I forget if there was another thing. The ribbon and the punch, I think those were the main two things. But yes, unfortunately, sometimes those, especially highly seasonal products or just really popular ones, can go unorderable in a minute. Okay, good morning, everybody. Jean in North Dakota. Yep, you guessed it, Dana. Lori's at 27 degrees in her part and snowy in her part of Minnesota. Catherine, good morning. Mary Ann, good morning. And Pat, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. Don't forget to say hi and comment, even if you're watching replay, to get entered to win the cards. Plus, it helps me, so thank you very much. Hearts, likes, all that stuff helps, so thank you. Which I can't see them all, by the way. If you give me a heart or something on Facebook right now, I am only watching in my group. So just FYI, I'm not like ignoring that you're doing that. I can't see it. I can, anyway, I have as many devices going as possible. Okay, so let me tell you about my events. So I do lots of events that anyone can take all over the United States. Every month I do 4 classes every single month: card class, scrapbook, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler. But for all of my events that I offer, you're going to get a PDF tutorial. We'll cut, die cut, punch, and emboss unless otherwise stated. You cut your own designer paper if that's included with the fee. Of course, you have the PDF tutorial with full measurements. All have tutorial only options, and anyone in the US can take those. I do have one that's available in Canada right now, though. So that's my, like the general about my classes. So my 4 monthlies are this Saturday, in 2 days from now, in DeSoto, Texas. We have space in card class, which is space meaning packets. The one I'm going to make today, so you can see what these cards are going to be. And if you want that packet, it's $15 or free with a $20 order. You do pay shipping for that if you need it mailed. And you can come stamp with us in person in DeSoto if you would like. So please consider that. And then scrapbook class is sold out, but they're really cute, I think. We're using the country bouquet, and we're making our page 2 from winter from last month, but sold out, sorry. Sampler, we have 2 left. It is the country bouquet bundle. So you're going to get over $20 in merchandise with this class. You're going to get everything cut, die cut, punched, embossed possible. You will punch your own hearts out, so keep that in mind if you want to take this class. And anyway, it's going to be awesome. So it's a 12 by 12 sampler. I put a huge sneak peek over in my VIP Facebook group. Just join that group. There's links. There will be links in both videos, but I think it's only in YouTube right now. The link will be in Facebook after this video because Facebook's weird how I have to do that. But my VIP Facebook group, which I really just use to update you guys with class links and stuff, because people are always like, I can't find the link. And I'm like, let me post it in Facebook. But anyway, you can see that sneak peek over there, and I only have 2 left. 2. And then Stamp-A-Stack, by the way, that class is $30. $30. Stamp-A-Stack is $32. You're going to make 12 cards using the Fragrant Flowers bundle, and I only have 1 left. They're gorgeous. I made them on a previous video. Go back and check it out. I have 1 packet left. Any of these you can come stamp in person too. You can check out the supplies for me if you're local, or you can just stamp at home with your own supplies. So any questions, let me know. Hey, Pat, thanks for sharing. Good morning, other Pat. Facebook user, let me see. Tommy Hey, Tommy, caring for sick little girls. Aw, that's not good. Kelly Harris, good morning. Good to see you. Jean, it's a balmy 23 degrees here in West North Dakota. Very hazy and dreary. But good day to stamp. Good day to stamp. Stay inside and pretend it's not freezing outside if you can. Okay, so there's those classes. My Wonderful World class. Oh, yeah, I'll skip that. My Wonderful World class, you can still sign up for this through Sunday only. This is the one where I partnered with Alejandra Gomez. And you're going to make 8 gorgeous cards. We're going to cut, die cut, punch, emboss everything possible on this one. I don't think you have to die cut anything yourself. We'll pre-do it all. You may have to hand cut out some flowers because there were not dies with this bundle. You will get the stamp set for free. I'm going to point the camera down for a minute. You'll get this stamp set for free. You'll get this half a pack of designer paper for free. And you're going to get a free celebration item, $50 level of your choice when you register. You pick which one you want. And here are the 8 cards. Again, gorgeous. Of course, you're getting like $50 in merchandise with this class. So you'll get all the gems and ribbon and all that you need to complete these 8 cards. PDF tutorial, stamp set, like it's amazing. The stamp set and paper, of course, are no longer available. They were celebration items, and you can opt out of the set if you don't need one. But you know, if you want it, it's available. So Sunday is the last day to sign up, and don't forget you get a free celebration item when you take that class. And then what else do I have? A Sunday? Is Sunday the last day? I think it is. Hold on. No, Saturday. I lied. Saturday, January 21st is the last day to sign up for this class. Saturday, January 21st. Although I'll probably extend it till Sunday because I can't order till Monday anyway. But, you know, we said Saturday, Alejandra and I. So she designed half and I designed half, if I didn't make that clear. She's a team member. And I forget how many years, but she's been a team member for years and years. I met her at a scrapbook convention, and we partnered together on some events. Okay, next up, I have released the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. It's ready for you to register, and I have Genevieve's link there as well if you happen to live in Canada. And here is what we're using. So for the camp, where you're going to make 10 projects, you're going to get, you're going to use the Sentimental Park Bundle. 10 projects, about $38 in merchandise, and a Facebook party where we will have like games and interaction all day. We'll post, I believe we do bonus project. I'm like, what do we do on this one? Bonus project videos, all kinds of fun over there, chance to win prizes, etc. So that's the main camp, is the Sentimental Park Bundle, and then that suite of products. And then Genevieve's class is the one on bottom here, the Playing in the Rain class. So you're going to make 6 cards. You're going to get the stamp set with the class, but don't worry, you can substitute if you already own it. And of course, they're going to be adorable. We'll use that designer paper and all that. And then my class is the On the Farm class. 6 cards. You're going to get the stamp set included with the fee. And you're going to make 6 fun cards. You'll get like a 1/4 of a pack of that on that farm. I forgot the real name of it. Designer paper, but it has the word farm in it. It's not on the farm. Day at the farm designer paper. And yeah, so if you take all 3, you get a bonus gift. You can take this in Canada or the United States. You can get tutorials only, all that stuff. So I've posted links, of course, in VIP. It's going to be emailed out today at 1 p.m. There will be a link at the bottom. There's just a ton of links in that 1 p.m. email because that's how I do it. I do this video and then I send you a email with a link to the video and a link to all of the events I talked about. So you can register there, and then I still need to schedule single emails that go out about this event. But I love Darlin's like, I'll be signing up for that class tomorrow. Payday. Yes. I guess that's a good reason to not have your class deadlines on a like Wednesday or something. Let people wait and get paid. Hey, Cindy, thanks for sharing. And good morning. Let's see who signed up. Shirley, yes, you were the first one that signed up for Stamp Camp. So I saw that this morning. Thank you for signing up. Woohoo! Linda says, love the Stamp Stack packets. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you saying that. We do put a lot of care into how we package those. And of course, hopefully you like the designs. That part's on me. But Landa, Chris, Karen, all my helpers, Shirley, we put a lot of care into how we package those up. So hopefully that's good for you. Good morning, Sharon, by the way. Okay, so we did Wonderful World Stamp Camp. Of course, we have retreats. This is with April McCrite and me, Jennifer Cotton. In-person retreats here in Texas at Temple, Texas. That's about 2 hours from, or hour and a half, or 2 hours from me. I forget now. Anyway, so it's near Austin, and we have room for tons of people. This is a huge facility. There's lots of space. Everybody's not all crowded up on each other. You get an 8-foot table. You get meals, a bed to sleep in. You do have, probably your bed will be upstairs, but that's fine. And I turned my heater on in case y'all hear a little sound there. You get a $50 goodie bag, 10 or more make and takes, which you can stamp right there at the retreat with our supplies. And of course, we're sitting there if you have any questions. We offer optional classes, and you can stamp those right there at the retreat as well using our supplies. But we do offer these to go, and April and I are going on our crafting cruise next week. Well, we're leaving. It starts on the 29th. January 29th is when we get on the ship. So during that time, we're going to lock down all of our decisions about this retreat, like what products we'll use and all that. So we'll have our links to register coming out soon for the to go. You can already register for in person. We'll figure out the products when we figure it out. But for to go, you'll want to know what we're using. So coming soon. But we're both very extremely busy getting ready for this crafting cruise. I have piles and piles and piles in this room. Plus I have class Saturday. And I have paper share going out Monday. And I have Wonderful World class. And I think there's another thing in there. There's a team incentive. So I am super busy, and there's stuff for all of these events all over this room, but we will get it together by next Saturday when me and Landa drive to Galveston. So fun. But my point in saying that is it's too late to sign up for this cruise or to take it to go. Thank you to everyone who signed up for that. But you can go on 2024's crafting cruise on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. 7 days. You can craft every single day, 24 hours, unlimited food, unlimited non-alcoholic water, Coke, water, tea, whatever. Cruises are amazing. So if you want more info on that, let me know, or check the email at 1 p.m. Of course, you can sign up for my email list now. I did put that link in both videos now, so you can join that email list right now. Okay, so that's what's going on with me. Why is it in there? There's just something on my screen that's annoying me. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and point the camera down and show you some more stuff that I have down here. Just some show and tell. Y'all know me. If I get a new product in, I just show it to you on the next video. And I got some awesome new designer paper in, so I'm going to show you that. Good morning, Kathy. Can't wait till next weekend. I know. We'll see y'all, most of y'all, on Saturday over at the hotel. Hey, Layla in Toronto. Good morning. Cindy, by the way, thanks for sharing. Don't remember if I said that. Other Cindy in West Illinois. Cold and cloudy here. Good morning, though. Let's see. Oh, yes, Shirley in Maine. Good morning. I know I talked to you already, but I did not say hello. And good morning, Linda. All right. Does your family join you on the cruise? Lori, on this one, they do not. They could, and April's husband joins her. However, The reason they don't is because, well, one can't school and I'm working the whole time pretty much. I do have fun and I do get to do stuff, but during the day, April and I are down in that crop room, hanging out, seeing if people need help, giving prizes away. And we also work on like upcoming events and stuff. Like we take that time and stamp. So it for me, it wouldn't be a good use of our time. Plus we have pets, so he can stay home with the pets and we don't have to worry about all that. That's an extra expense to, have them looked after and all that. So that's why no. But our crafters who attend, many of them have their family. We have couples where only the wife is the crafter, but the spouse comes with her. We've had whole families come. We've had siblings come. And like we had one time, it was her and several cousins and aunts and family members. She was the only crafter. Lots of other ladies in the group, but she was the only crafter. So it's very, you do you. Hopefully that answers your question there. But you were probably just curious if my family goes. They don't. Not on this one. So we are very excited about the Norway cruise with Stampin' Up. That's coming up in May of this year. Oh, May, Norway. By the way, I guess I don't know, I never announce stuff like this, but thank you to my team and my customers and everybody supporting me. I did earn the incentive trip to Mexico from Stampin' Up that we can earn starting this year, starting October 1st. You can earn a trip as a demo to Mexico. Of course, like 0.01% of the company or something earns this trip, but I did earn it. So thank you guys for supporting me on that. Oh my gosh, snowy Mansfield, Wisconsin, 6 inches, Sandy. My goodness. Hey, Jennifer in Southwest Michigan. And I got a couple of Facebook users over here. Carmen, good morning. Marilyn, good morning. Awesome. Okay, let me put the camera down and I'll tell you some more stuff before I start stamping. So I wanted to show you this paper in case you haven't seen it. It's called Flowers and More, 12 by 12. It's 48 sheets. And this is a host paper in this new mini catalog. So what that means is you can choose it as a free item. Oh, my spacing is not good over here. You can choose it as a free item if you place an order or a party of 150 or more. You don't have to choose it. You just can. But that's the only way to get it. So it's part of our host program. And it's in the back of this new mini catalog on page 90. The paper is shown right up here. And then it will cost you $18 of your free stuff, which it's about a $30 value of paper, but it costs you less. Just like this At the Pond frog stamp set, which I don't remember if I showed that on a video. I got it in. Let me see if I have it. So both of those are host items, and At the Pond is photopolymer. You get a couple of different kinds of frogs, like designs, or they're facing different directions. And it's 2 steps, so you can just fill it in with another color. There's a log, there's water, there's the, I know the name of these, but I forgot it. Cattails, I think. Dragonfly, a cute little dragonfly with a face on him. A tongue and a fly at the end of the tongue. Some more flies. It's super cute, but you can only get it free. It's $14 of your host benefits. So if you go onto my store and place an order of 150 or more, they will give you at least 10% of that back in free merchandise. So when you're redeeming that, you can select one of these. If you do the 18, you just pay the difference. But you can't do both if you only earned $15 at 150, right? It won't let you. But anyway, hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. But here's our host plan. 150 is 10%, 300 is 12%, 450 is 14, 600 is 16, and at 450 you get a half price item. So that applies to single orders, or if you want to gather friends. I'm actually doing a Facebook party for Judy coming up next week, and it's my first party I've done like that in forever. So while I'm doing this party for Judy, let me do a party for you, because it's going to be fresh on my mind, and I'm going to know how to do it. And it's for all of your friends, they don't have to be crafty. We will teach them how crafting is for anybody, and it's super simple. So anyway, okay, that was a tangent. Here's this designer paper. Bright colors, super pretty. We have, you get 4 sheets of each design. Obviously, they're double-sided. So this one has flowers, like almost like, well, they're not. I was going to say tulips, but not really. But little bunches of flowers all over in bright colors. And then the back, I believe, is starry sky with dark starry sky wavy dotted lines. And then we have Blackberry Bliss with little daisies all over it in, I'm just guessing these colors right now, fresh freesia, crushed curry. Let me just pull this out so I can see. Blackberry, crushed curry, fresh freesia, orchid oasis, pale papaya, parakeet party, polished pink, shaded spruce, starry sky, sweet sorbet, and Tahitian tide. Ooh, Tahitian tide. They haven't used that in a paper yet, really. So that's Blackberry Bliss background with all those little daisies on it. The back is like a red, was it sorbet? Or polished pink? I think that must be polished pink with darker polished pink dots all over. Then we have just a bunch of stripes of all those colors, including white. And the back of that one is a crushed curry with white little things all over it. They're like sprigs with little berries on the end. Okay, just a real busy floral design there. On the back of that is fresh freesia with Blackberry Bliss dots all over. And diagonal stripes in blues and greens. And the back of that is a yellow, like a pale papaya background with lots of dots all over. These dots are like you just took pens and started randomly drawing stuff. Another really pretty floral. And then the back of that is the, let me see what I think this is. Oh, they do have sweet sorbet listed. To me, this honestly, though, looks more like Calypso Coral, but that's not listed. Anyway, with wavy lines. Green background with yellow, pink, and white flowers. And the back of that is sort of yellow with yellow lines. Blackberry Bliss background with pink flowers. These are my kind of pink. The polished pink flowers and green leaves on the bottom of those. And then yellow with crushed curry thick wavy lines. So cute. Hope y'all want this paper like me. Another floral one. And then the back of that is the shaded spruce with diagonal, not solid lines drawn on it in a lighter green. Parakeet party there. I love this one here. It's just white with, again, not solid lines going all the way across of all the colors. So it's like a little line of purple, then papaya, then curry, then another color, and they're all different lengths. And then this one's gorgeous. Blackberry Bliss with the fresh freesia flowers on it. Green with parakeet with the shaded spruce leaves on it. And then the back of that is blue with blue diagonal stripes. And then that front one. So it's fresh freesia background, tons of all the colors of all different types of flowers on it. And then, the back is parakeet party with white stripes. Okay. It was a long description, but if you haven't seen it, hopefully it was helpful. Oh, thank you, Darlin. Thank you, Darlin. Martha says, gorgeous paper. I know, it's so pretty. I have to figure out how to use it. You know what I mean? Like, it is very pretty, but also I need to make sure I use it properly, basically. Oh, hold on. Let me see who Facebook user is over here. Dana. Okay, last two card. Do you want, wait, last two card and stamp stack. I'll message you, Dana. just to make sure we're clear, because a card I have 5, unless somebody else commented. So just to make sure you want the right one. So 2 card class and 1 Stampa stack. And I will need to send you the links, Dana, so you can reserve your in-person time slots and all that. So I've jotted you down, but I will be messaging you after the video. Who else said hi over here? I think that's it. Okay. So what I have here for my little show and tell is from my kickoff event I just had last weekend. Thanks to everyone who participated in that. So we did a card swap, and I think these are the 5 card swaps. And everyone at the event in person got to vote and pick their favorite, and the winner got a pack of this paper, actually, the Country Bouquet paper. But this was the one they voted as the winner, which you probably can see why. Look at this ice cream cone. She's got rolled up designer paper in there to sort of represent the ice cream. This is the set I'm using today. One of them, Share a Milkshake. It's just super cute. She used that Celebration free with $100 purchase designer paper. It's just adorable. And that was Linda. I don't know if I know who made each one, but that was Linda's design. And she won. So congratulations, Linda. This one, yeah, Robin. So Robin made this one, which I actually thought it was somebody else. So good that your name is on there. So this is that punch that we were talking about at the beginning that's temporarily not available, but it's going to be a while till it comes back. Isn't that pretty from Robin? So, by the way, these card swaps are awesome. When you participate, you get back 1 of each card. This was Yolanda's. And if you look at it close, yeah, that shimmer paper makes the card. She used it here as a background on these flowers and on the front. Love it. And then these 2, I don't remember whose is whose, but they're my 2 Lisas. So Lisa and Lisa. I can say Lisa made it. I just don't remember which last name. Super adorable cards there. So that's my card swap. And I'll just quickly show you what we made at the event. The On the Farm stuff, super cute. Where's the other one? This one, it's one of those book binding. So you score it there and it opens partially right there. Super cute. Well, I think. The So Much Love bundle, we made 2 with that one. Love it. Love dies and words like this. So, of course, the owls, which I ended up changing this owl to be colored in gray, and it looks a lot better. I need to fix this sample. But love it. The little owls with the wood. I forgot the name of that embossing folder, but super cute. And then the gorgeous Seaside Bay stuff, which we're using a ton of over on our crafting cruise next week. But this little clamshell opens up and it says thank you inside. So those are the cards from that. Don't forget, when you order online with me, you get a free class packet every single month. Just make sure you use the monthly host code, which actually there's wrong one. There's 2 a month and we're in the 2nd one now. So just make sure right now you would use this one if you want this class packet. I am going to tell you about the other class that's being offered today, but so only with a $25 online order, you get the packet mailed to you to make all 4 of these cards. It is mailed next month, and I don't guarantee a date due to my schedule, but it will be mailed in February, and then I'll email you the PDF tutorial. I made these on my recent Facebook Live. I don't remember when, but anyway, and YouTube Live. But they're gorgeous. I mean, I think this, Stampin' Up does all the work to make stuff gorgeous for us. So that's a free class with a $25 or more online order. But if it's $50 or more, you also are going to get these pastel adhesive back sequins, which I love. You're going to want multiple packs of these. I've already gone through several myself. And that's if your order is 50 or more with the host code. And then if it's 150 or more, you're going to get those host benefits I was talking about. So then in that case, don't use the host code because that will make you not receive the host benefits. But I will still give you the class packet and the embellishment if it's 150 or more. but you'll get that free stuff. If you have any problems ordering, let me know. And then just a quick reminder, of course, about Celebration. You can get anything in this basket free, either with purchase or with our starter kit. So the purchase, you can get, there's 4 different designer papers you can choose. I am using 2 of them today. And then there are several, let's see, 1, 2, 4 stamp sets that are free with 50, 1 that's free with 100. You can get any of those. And this is with your purchases. So you choose what you want and there's no limit. If you want 2 of this designer paper, pick 2. As long as you place the correct order amount, you can get 2. If you want 2 stamp sets, 3, 4, 5, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you place an order today, tomorrow, the next day, every single time up until February 28th, you get the free stuff. No limit. So I've shown all these on other videos, but I like to show it every time. That's the Celebration brochure. Of course, let me know if you need these catalogs mailed to you. This one and the purple one, which is the mini catalog. This stamp set is free with a $300 party or order, and it's a bonus. So I told you about the host benefits earlier. You get this on top of all these selections and all your host benefits. They just put it in automatically. You don't even have to select it this time. So that's all that. I've shown all these on other videos, but I will be using the Dandy designs today and the Dainty flowers today on my cards. And then, of course, you can get this adorable mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I believe, let me look at my Stampin' Up screen real quick here. Yes. 6 people have gotten, well, I don't know if they got the machine actually, but 6 people have gotten the starter kit from me so far. You're all welcome and invited to get the starter kit and join. There won't be an obligation. You don't have to sell or buy or do anything. But there is an incredible special deal right now. So basically, if you are a stamper and you like to stamp, now's the time to maximize your spending. So when you place, when you purchase the kit, you have 3 choices right now. 1 and 2 are $129, and you get the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in boho blue or basic white. They don't call it basic, it's just white. Boho blue or white, plus $175 in merchandise of your choice, plus a free past paper pumpkin kit. That costs you $129 plus tax, only, free shipping. So do the math. $129 plus tax is whatever where you live, and $175 plus tax and shipping, plus $23.50 for paper pumpkin, plus the $60 for this machine is way more than $129, and that would be plus tax and shipping. I have actually done that math, but I'm going to have to flip through these papers again. So anyway, then option 3 is I don't need a machine. I don't want a machine. So then you only pay $99. You pick $175. You get the past paper pumpkin, and it's only $99 plus tax. So for the $99 kit, it's a $233 value with tax and shipping. For the $129 kit, it's a $309 value, but you only pay those other prices. And then you do have access to, like February 1st, we demonstrators get to order early from some new offerings that will come out in March for customers. You can order that now, February 1st, if you're a demonstrator. You can, I forgot I have to make myself a lot of space here. You can get a discount on every single purchase you make, whether it's a new pre-order item or not. You get a discount on it. And you get host benefits, you qualify for Celebrate, like you get all the perks, but you don't have to do any of that. It's your choice. So it's a great deal. Contact me if you want more info. Hey, Terry, thanks for sharing. Good morning in Colorado. Darlin says, OMG, I love that blue ice cream card. I know, right? She went over the top and definitely deserved to win. Bring it back because since I'm using the ice cream stuff today, she deserved to win that. Linda says, love the owls. Sue, good morning in snowy Wisconsin. And yeah, I think. Oh, Betsy, good morning. Linda, late, but good morning. No problem. Terry shared, thank you. And Christine, hello, in Rhode Island. Okay, so this is because this is a class that's happening this weekend. I have all the supplies in this tub. Hopefully I have them all in here. And this is what I'll take with me to in person. And then this is what my customers can check out and take to their house if they choose to stamp at home. I am using 2 bundles, Dainty Delight and Share a Milkshake. So Dainty Delight is a red rubber bundle that has 4 different tall floral images. Some are thicker and have more stems and flowers and leaves on them, and some are shorter and or skinnier. And then there's this little grass with some little flowers in an image. And then 4 greetings. Thank you for your kindness. Sending love during this season of growth. Celebrate you, and the best is yet to come. And they're cursive and straight fonts mixed. It's just really pretty. Then you have your coordinating dies, which are, of course, we'll cut out all of the stamped images. The one that's missing is for our class we'll be using. And then you can actually just create flowers from these dies also. They are dies that do not coordinate with the stamped images, like they don't align with them, but you die cut them all out and then glue them together and make your flowers and centers and leaves and all that stuff. So that's what all 16 dies here is. So there's that one. And then Share a Milkshake is photopolymer. It is super cute. We've had lots of ice cream dies over the years, but I think this one is different than most of those because, first of all, the glasses, well, one of the glasses is like a milkshake glass, so it's tall, but it's like tapered at the bottom, and it's 2 steps. So you stamp, which I'm going to do that today, so you'll see it, but you stamp this one and then this one on top. And then there is the shorter, like a sundae cup. Same thing. It's 2 steps. You'll see how that aligns if you haven't seen it yet when I stamp it. There's a couple of different ice creams to put on top or in these cups. There's a spoon. There's hearts, a straw, which is 2 steps, and then cherry, and then greetings. You're the cherry on top. Life is sweeter with you, and be my Valentine and celebrate. 4 greetings. Also, I think I maybe just figured out what this image is because I did not know, but maybe it's leaves for the cherry. Maybe. I really don't know. It's a stamped image if anyone knows what that's for. Okay, so, and then the dies, you can cut out all of the stamped images pretty much. So I have a lot of those pulled because we will be doing that in this class. We'll stamp and die cut out. So I have all those pulled out that we're using. But then there is this awesome ice cream cone die that, just like you saw in Linda's sample, it cuts out the shape of an ice cream and you fold over the left and right, a cone, I should say, and, put ice cream inside. And it puts the little hash marks on that you see on an ice cream cone. There's 2 toppers that can be like the hot fudge or chocolate on top or whatever, or another flavor of ice cream maybe that you can die cut out. There is this just background that's like hash marks, I guess. So when you die cut it, which I am using that today, you'll see it. You get, all the inside squares fall out and you get all these lines that are crisscrossed. And then hearts, 3 hearts in 1 die. I love that. They're not the hearts from the stamp, so it does not cut out those hearts right there. That's just stamped smaller hearts. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're using. Let's get started with card number 1. Card 1. I believe, Roseanne, I believe that little stamp, let me put you on the screen. is an image that goes over the spoon, as in two-step stamping. Roseanne, that completely makes sense because this two-step is kind of weird on this set, like you'll see. So I'm going to try it today. I'm glad you said that. Thank you. If I remember, I'll try it. But I'm going to mount it right now. Thank you, Roseanne. So don't let me forget when I do this. That makes sense because these two steps are kind of off center. They're kind of weird. They look cute, but you'll see. So anyway, but we're actually starting with this other stamp set, Dainty Flowers. And this is kind of representing how your packet will look, by the way, if you purchase this class from me, which I think I only have 3 left of now. Okay, so you'll get your clear envelope, of course, with all your supplies inside. You'll get your card base, which in this case is basic white. So we took our 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half, and that makes a card size once we fold it in half, which I'll use my bone folder, that fits into the medium invitation size envelope, which is when you see medium in the Stampin' Up catalog, it's this size envelope, which is the same as like a invitation size envelope. I forget if they have a number. Okay, so this card is going to go straight up and down. I'm going to bring my card sample over in front of me. Portrait, sorry, straight up and down portrait. Our next layer is Mossy Meadow. I will be posting the measurements to every card I'm making today on my blog at 11 a.m. Central. So right here on StampTherapist.com, 11 a.m. Central, you'll see all the measurements and the recipe card and all that. And then the next layer is some of that Dainty Flowers designer paper. So Dainty Flowers coordinates with this stamp set. I don't know, this is not a full pack. It's very thin. But it's gorgeous paper. It coordinates, Dainty Flowers paper coordinates with Dainty Designs stamp set, but this paper is only available till the end of February, free with a purchase, unlike the bundle that will be available a little longer. It crossed my mind when I was talking about this bundle that I don't know if these dies cut out any of the images on the designer paper. Has anybody checked that? I'm sure people have checked it, but has anybody watching this video checked that? Because I haven't. And I don't know that we need to take the time on this video this second to do that, just because my videos are so long anyway, but I haven't checked it, so I don't know. Okay, and then the next pieces we have 3 pieces that are die cut from the framed florets dies, which guess what? Went not orderable last night or this morning. Let me look on the report. Framed March 27th is when these dies are coming back. However, it could be sooner. That's their hopefully latest date. Are these Landa's dies? I don't know if you wrote this on here for me, Landa. It says JC. Anyway, that's Landa's handwriting. Okay, so let me show you what we did real quick. Landa, of course, die cut all this for you, but we die cut this large one out of a piece of white, which cuts this large oval at the same time. And then she cut this one, which cuts a small oval at the same time, this frame, but we didn't use the small oval on these cards, on any of these. So that small white oval, we kept it for something later, but just so you know, we used the large oval to stamp on, and we cut both of these pre-cut for you, of course, for your class packet. Okay, so we're going to stamp on this oval, and then here we have a small white, basic white oval matted with a Mossy Meadow oval, which, by the way, I prepped this class packet when I was making my samples, but Landa is going to punch. This is a punch. She'll be punching your oval for you from that piece because we're not going to waste paper. Anyway, that's just a paper saving tip real quick. But this is the double oval punch. So it punches 2 ovals at once. For example, if you're only punching the white one, you would not want to punch it this way. This one doesn't matter about the waste because we can save that for later, and this paper is getting covered up anyway. But with the white, you don't want to waste, so you're cut your paper a little bit wider than the oval you need, and you slide it in and punch and slide and punch. So don't put a piece of paper this big in if you don't need both sizes in that one color. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Okay, so stamping, we're going to stamp our greeting on the small oval landscape, and we'll have the other oval portrait and stamp on it. I'm going to grab some scratch paper. And by the way, I have a piece of soft, succulent, open weave ribbon here as well for this card. Okay, now I have to dig these stamps out of this tub. It's 3 layers of stamps stacked up in here. And we're going to stamp an old olive on this card. Yes, just old olive. We'll use Celebrate You, which is from the same stamp set, and these flowers right here. So it's the largest, tall, sort of wildflowers outline image. They're all outlines in this set. Okay, so old olive ink. I'm going to tap, 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 move this stamp around since it's so large, and just basically put these flowers in the center of the oval. The bottom will hang off. I don't want the top to be cut off. And there we go. And then my greeting, Celebrate You, will just go on the small oval. Celebrate is all cursive and super pretty, and then U is all caps right below it between the B and the T there. This oval punch, by the way, is just like a little more than 1 3/4 wide, and then the layer is like 2 1/8 wide. Okay, so I think those are the pieces we need. Oh, and then I'm going to leave my scratch paper here because this ribbon is soft succulent. This paper is mossy meadow and the ink is old olive. So I'm going to use my old olive dark Stampin' Blend and make this ribbon match this better. We do have a mossy meadow blend, but because I stamped in old olive ink, I used old olive. So use the brush tip. Lay this down flat, basically, against your ribbon and color. So I don't know why I never thought of this myself, but a team member recently mentioned, I think it was a team member, unless it was a customer, mentioned that they had taken some of our soft succulent open weave ribbon and colored it a darker, different color green. And I was like, that is literally genius. Why didn't I think of that? So think about that with any of your ribbons you have that are whatever color family they're in. You can make them darker pink, darker purple, darker red, darker blue, etc. And it probably will work pretty well because they're already in that color family. So isn't that cool? I hope y'all like that idea. Not original. And I could have used any green I wanted that we carry, but that's the one I chose. Okay, so this card's ready to assemble. It's actually a pretty simple card. So let me attach my designer paper. I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal to my Mossy Meadow cardstock here. Again, the measurements will be over on the blog, stamptherapist.com. Seems really far away from me today, so I'm having to really focus my eyes. And then attach that whole piece to the card base. The white that I stamped on, oh, I forgot to color these flowers. I need to color these flowers. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, I just colored in the flowers real quick with Daffodil Delight. Both light and dark, and light fresh freesia. These are alcohol markers. There are Stampin' blends, so they should work on a water-based ink like Old Olive. So sorry, I don't know why I'm distracted today. I'm going to use dark So Saffron on, you know, sort of where the Stampin' Up! Drew the lines on these 3 larger flowers, and then light So Saffron, just go over the whole thing, including the dark part, and that will blend them together. And if you have a section of your dark that is too dark, just go ahead and keep coloring over it to blend it out. And if you want to go back and add more dark, you can. You can keep layering. Just keep the lid tucked on these blends when you're not using them, because they dry out really fast. You can keep layering literally as many times as you want, and you're not going to break down your paper. It just will bleed through to the other side. And then I just used light. I did not do this on my original card, but I'm going to take this dark daffodil and just put a little center in these really small flowers here. Just those 3. And then light freesia. So of course I'm using the bullet point on these to color all these smaller flowers. So it's not a fully colored in image. I didn't color the leaves. You could. I did not. I didn't color the little, you know, berries or seeds or whatever these are. They might be leaves on these images. I did not. I just colored a few of the flowers that stand out fresh freesia. And that's all I did. I just had a thought. Oh, right. It's not a thought, but I'm like, I did miss a flower down here at the bottom. I just caught, depending on how you stamp it, the corner of another. I think my doorbell just rang. Look out the window real quick, of another large flower down there. Okay, let me look. Yes, UPS. Nobody's home to get the door. Okay. There we go. Y'all's comments. Hey, Julie. Good morning. What are you scared of, Julie? What did I say? I don't remember. What did I do? Good morning, Terry, by the way, on a sunny, cool day in Texas. Yes, Terry. And she says, love this paper. Agree. My friend Shirley was saying she thought, in her opinion, this will be the most popular celebration paper. She thinks it's the prettiest. So it will be interesting to see at the end which one ended up being most popular of all these gorgeous celebration papers. Okay, so I used my silicone craft sheet. I'm just, as you hopefully saw, just putting little bits of adhesive around this frame. It doesn't have to be covered in glue. It's thin, it's skinny. It does not have to be covered in glue. Because if you do, you're going to either have the spider webby thing, or if you use a liquid glue, it might ooze out if you put too much. So if you're using a liquid glue, I would just dot. I think I showed this on a video before, but a team member gave me this glue bottle at our convention, and then I found out what it was for my customer. And it's to put this case anyway, I'm sure you can do many things with it. Put our liquid glue in, and then you have a much tinier little applicator. So I added these over to my Amazon store on stamptherapist.com if you want to get any of these bottles. But they would be great for this, because you could just put tiny little dots here and there and then stick it down. I just don't work well with liquid glue very much. So, okay. So the largest detail frame has been attached flat. Now I'm going to attach the oval flat inside, and it doesn't have to align. It will, but if you're off a little bit on the alignment, don't worry, because we're going to cover it up with this oval. So I saw this, I think it was on a card Barbara made recently, but I don't remember for sure. But I just noticed someone had layered this oval frame on top of this one, and I was like, wow, I wouldn't have thought of that myself. So when I was making this card, I was like, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm using Stampin' Dimensionals on this oval frame. It's basic white. And I'm just using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Love my minis. Oh, that's from the class, I think. I got to put stuff back where it belongs. Sometimes when I do these tub videos, I put things back in the tub that don't belong and vice versa. Like I was about to steal those dimensionals from this tub. That would be bad. Okay. So the oval frame, it'll just sort of overlap where the two meet, where the die cut out oval meets this other oval. That makes sense. Right. So this is kind of a simple card. I mean, it definitely is a simple card, but you know, it's simple, but yet I think can make a big impact. So I'm going to attach my greeting oval flat to the Mossy Meadow oval. And then dimensionals on this. So I'll just add a little adhesive in the center because that's going to be on this raised up part. And then one dimensional on left and right. And the greeting will straddle the frame there at the bottom right. So dimensional here, adhesive here. And then I'll just tie a bow with my ribbon that we colored. And so bunny ears is what I will do. 2 bunny ears. Make sure you have plenty of space between the 2 ears. Hold each ear in a different hand. And then all your fingers are pointing at you so the ribbon is not twisted and turned. And then we go right over left. And then that right one gets pushed down into the rabbit hole. And then you have to fix it because it'll look it might look like this. Yours might not, but mine always do not look that cute until I fix them. Just adjust, make your bow cute. And then of course, because we were starting from a pre-cut piece, we may need to trim and make the tails match, and then glue dot. Okay, so there's card number 1. Who said they gotta go? Kelly. Bye, Kelly. I'm gonna mini glue dot this bow right here at the corner of the greeting and the frame, and that is it. Hope you guys like it. By the way, I think I didn't describe the designer paper I used, but it's the soft seafoam with mainly Mossy Meadow plants growing on it. They're plants without flowers. So, you know, long stems with little green leaves or little dots, which, again, I don't know the technical word if those are called buds or seeds or berries or what they're called. I don't know. But anyway, there's card number 1. That's also card class card number 1. The bow looks better on this one, so let me give you this one away in the door. In the customers get the large one. Let me put this one in the one you can win today. Yes, that. All right. As a reminder, over on the blog, I will have these recipe cards for you for the 3 cards I'm making today. So just don't forget, you can go check that out at 11 a.m. Central or after. And the recipe card has the measurements, the picture, and the supplies used. And if you see any mistakes, let me know and I can correct those and it will update the recipe card. I made that over on my stampinstuff.com. Okay. Next up. So the other 2 cards I'm making today, I will show you my other card with dainty flowers at the end. But the other 2 I'm making today are the Share a Milkshake. And so card number 2, we're using these supplies. So we have a crumb cake card base. Crumb cake. Fold in half, of course. This will be a landscape direction card. And then inside the clear envelope, You'll have all your other pieces you need. So as you can see, this is how your class packet will be. So we will cut and die cut everything we can for you. So there's lots of pre-die cut pieces in here. And then one scrap to stamp on, and then some designer paper and all that stuff. Rhinestones, ribbon, etc. Okay, so the first layer is basic white. I was going to measure it, but those measurements will be on the blog. Basic white. Then we have the Dainty Designs gorgeous 12 by 12 paper. This is the one that's free with a $100 purchase. You get 48 sheets. Super gorgeous. They're not all pastel-y. I mean, they kind of are, but some are brighter. But this is one of the sheets that's real with the pastels. The side I'm using is petal pink. And then it has the little petal pink X's that are inside a white decorative design and a dark petal pink background. It's just a really cool pattern. And then, so that layer fits right on top of the white. And then I have a strip of petal pink designer paper to go across the center. It's probably 1 1/4 or so tall. Just check that blog. And that one is the hexagons. It's like white hexagons on petal pink paper, inside white hexagons, inside white hexagons. So that's going to go across the middle there. By the way, this card was inspired by one a friend shared with me, but I did modify it, I think, enough that it's totally different, but the layout was totally inspired, like square in the middle, circle over here, ice creams, etc. But anyway, okay, now all this pre-die cut stuff, we have a real red scallop circle from our Layering Circles dies, which of course coordinates so well, where is it, right here, with our Stylish Shapes dies, which is the next layer, basic white circle. So you take your Layering Circles dies and your Stylish Shapes circles, and you can mat, I think, all, if not most, of these circles with a scallop circle. Pretty cool. So real red scallop, basic white Stylish Shapes circle. Then I have from that same Stylish Shapes one of the banners. This is the one that's like 1/2 inch tall, but longer, 2 3/4 long, basic white. And then here's that almost like the waffle pattern, but you just die cut it out. So there's square holes all through it, and it's skinny little pieces of petal pink. That's where I cut, what color I cut it out of. Petal pink cardstock, like a grid, hash marks, whatever you want to call it, but with the holes missing. And then of course I cut out the cone with crumb cake. So when you die cut out this cone, it puts score marks, like making sort of a triangle here on the left and right. And so you fold it, and it does appear to me that you fold the right side first and then the left side over. That's how they've designed it to fit. And then you have the pattern of the cone embossed in there. And then we have a scrap of basic white. Okay. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for sharing. Carol, thanks for sharing. Sorry, Carol, thank you for sharing. Okay. So this one, all we need to stamp on here for this card is the ice cream that's going to go inside our cone and a cherry, and of course our greeting. But I do need to dig in my tub here. This ice cream mess. This is the one I used? Yes. And a cherry. And let me find my what's the other image I'm looking for? Oh, celebrate. My greeting. Okay. And the ink I'll be using for this card is Real Red, Petal Pink, Pale Papaya. And I'm going to use my Early Espresso regular marker. A Stampin' Blend will not work for what I'm going to do with this marker. Okay, so let me get out my chamois because we're going to need that. All right, so first of all, our ice cream is going to be petal pink, and I'm using the smaller of the two ice cream images. It's like it's not a scoop, but it's some scoops of ice cream, but it's one image. It's kind of like a little bubbly mountain with little dots in it, like holes in it. It's super cute. Petal pink ice cream. Then the cherry is one image for the cherry and the stem. And so it says see instructions. This is for my class people to read the instructions or watch this video. And you are going to ink this up, this cherry, in real red. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. You're going to get a terrible image if you press hard. Then you're going to take this early espresso marker, brush tip in, lay it on its side, and color the stem. But you might need to have it closer to your face to see that. If you mess this up, clean it off fully before you go back to the red pad, or you're going to mess up your red pad. And then I'm going to breathe on this a little bit because these marker inks dry kind of fast. And then stamp the cherry on the cardstock. Now, this needs to be cleaned off immediately. For the next person, well, you need to clean it off if you're going to make more than one. Also, though, whoever's going to use it next, it needs to be clean so that brown ink doesn't get on your red ink pad. And I think did I pre-stamp? Yes, I did pre-do some of these images, but I think only for one card. Let me look. Yeah, I think that's only the second card that I pre-did some stuff. Pre-die cut it for you guys just to save you time. I'm still going to stamp it for you. Okay, so that's how you do the cherry. And then the celebrate, oops, red, is real red. So this stamp, of course, comes in the set. It says celebrate, all caps, but like someone hand wrote it in just a really cute handwriting. The word celebrate and then exclamation mark. And it will fit on this 1/2 inch tall basic white banner. Okay, so we did all that. Have all our pieces, do we? Now we just need a die cut out and then we'll be ready, I think. So I'm gonna remember, always cut these apart when you stamp multiple images, or even if you have designer paper, I would recommend cutting them apart. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. There is another pre-die cut piece that is the same color as my table. And it is the smaller of the two dies that just cut out a topper to your ice cream. So it can be like, again, if you have hot chocolate on top, chocolate sauce on top, or strawberry sauce or whatever, you cut it out in the color you want. Mine is early espresso. That will be pre-cut for you. So I'm because I cut these apart, now I can turn them the direction that will be best for them to go through the machine. So the ice cream, I want it to go through long and skinny. The cherry, I want the stem to go in first. All these are things that are affected by when it hits the rollers in the machine. That can bump them off track if they are wider or just not the skinniest section of the image. If possible to do this, it's just going to help you. Okay, on this cherry, don't forget that little hole is not so you can poke the paper out. It's one piece. You can poke it out right in the middle. Gosh, right there. That hole, that tiny hole, is for you to align the stem. So you can see that color through there. And of course, I'm using my Boho Blue Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because why wouldn't I? And you can get that free with your starter kit right now if you want. And that's the only way to get the Boho Blue machine. If they have any left, my guess, I don't know, but my guess would be they would sell them only to demos later, but who knows? Who knows? But right now, it's exclusive to this offer. All right, I probably should tape these down, but I'm gonna not. And so cute. All right. Ties back where they belong for the class. We don't want to lose that. All right, now we can assemble so no ribbon is getting wrapped around these layers. So let me attach my larger piece of designer paper to my basic white. This adhesive is about to run out. You see the red there? So it's getting tougher and tougher as it gets to the end there. But of course I use it until it's the bitter end. And then that piece of white, which is a good bit smaller than the front of the card, goes on the front landscape. And then we have our strip of designer paper, the hexagons, right across the center there-ish, like whatever, it's fine if you're a little off. Our white circle we're not stamping on, it's just for a background. So we'll attach that flat to the real red circle and then attach that flat to the card base. So that's going to be over here on the left, just sort of to the left, but centered-ish top to bottom. Again, it does not have to be perfect. Then the next layer will be the little hash mark background thing. That's going to go behind the ice cream cone. So let me show you. That's going to lay on the circle. And my ice cream cone is going to go about here. So I know right in this section of this hash mark, which there's got to be a better word for that. But anyway, I can just put adhesive without caring if it stretches across and shows, because my ice cream is going to cover it up. Haha, I love that trick. So that's all I'm going to put there. That'll hold it. Plus I'll put the ice cream on top. It'll secure it down. So see, you can see the adhesive, but who cares? So that's a perk on that part. For the ice cream, I am placing, first of all, let me grab my silicone sheet. I am placing the chocolate piece on top of the petal pink ice cream. Just make sure it covers up the white, you know, of your cardstock there, or to me that looks better. Then this whole piece of ice cream will go on the card with Stampin' Dimensionals. Where's all my stuff? Maybe I'll use 2 for this one. And so when you place this on here, you want to sort of close the cone up and make sure, close the cone and make sure you get it low enough, to me anyway, that that white border doesn't show, because it doesn't look that cute if it does. I got a tiny part of it, but that's fine. But you don't want like this big line right there, right? Then another dimensional for my cherry. Hey, Linda, Rainy in Virginia. Cindy did not get a notification. Cindy, there's this Stampin' Up what is it? Anyway, there's a demonstrator group where they go live every week. I didn't get the notification this week either. I was like, what the heck? I missed that video yesterday because I totally forgot about it because it didn't get the notification. So I feel your pain there. Okay, and then I'm just attaching, like closing up the cone flat. You can get more fancy with it, but ours is just flat. So fold the right, fold the left. Of course, I placed adhesive there, and that's it. That's our cone. And then I'll add adhesive. What did I do? Yeah, I did it flat too. I'm going to add adhesive on the back of the ice cream cone. Flat, but I am going to add more than I normally would because it's sticking down on top of this grid. And my cone's kind of at an angle there, just on the circle. Then the word celebrate is going to go across the bottom of the cone, more to the right. So I will place a dimensional on the left, adhesive next to that where it'll cross my cone, and then dimensional on the right. What else does this card have? The bow, and the next one is where I have to use the stamp. Don't let me forget. Rhinestones. So there were 3 rhinestones in the packet. 3 of our small, just the good old-fashioned old rhinestones that we've sold, I think, since I joined Stampin' Up. I'm just going to add 3 of those. You can color these, by the way, with your Stampin' Blends, but we did not. 3 up here in the top right, just for an, sparkle, shine, embellishment. And then my ribbon is this ribbon combo pack. I believe I have a pack here. Yeah. It's the Real Red and Burlap ribbon combo. This is the one that's low inventory, could sell out any moment, and then we have to wait till they get more back to use it, to order it. The red is a thin, shiny, like 1/4 inch wide ribbon, and then the burlap is just this gorgeous, wider with white stitching on either side burlap ribbon. So pretty, but it's thin, like you can totally tie good bows with it and all that. Okay, so this ribbon we're going to tie in another bunny ear bow, which I know I already demonstrated that. So I'll just tie this one. Check these comments while I do it. So Marcia did get the notification. It's so random what I don't know how it works, honestly, with Facebook. But good that Marcia, you did get it. Yeah, I didn't get the one about the Stampin' Up video. Like, it's a Facebook Live that they do in a group. And I normally get a notification and I click it and watch that video right then while they're live. And my friend actually mentioned it to me the next day and I was like, oh, what the crap? And I know exactly what I was doing at that time because they go at 3 o'clock on Mondays. And so I would have seen the notification. Anyway, y'all know how it is. Hey, Mary Ellen in Montana, by the way. Good morning to you. Cute ice cream cone. Thanks, Linda. Now I want to eat ice cream. I know that it can be a danger of this job. You stamp cute, edible things. Okay, glue dots. And then you want to eat that edible thing, right? Oh my gosh, I guess I put a brand new package in this box. I'm just going to use mine. Okay, mini glue dot. Pick it up. Super simple. Red bow kind of down here at the bottom left corner of the ice cream. And that's it. Done. Super cute, I think. So that's card 2 and card 2 that you can win today or sign up and take this class. I have about 3 class packets left. So you win the cards just by simply commenting on the video live or on replay, both platforms, Facebook and what's the other one? YouTube. And or sharing the video and commenting that you shared. Okay, so this is card number 3. I have some pieces I've already stamped and die cut out there, but I will show you what I did. Card number 3 with the Share a Milkshake Bundle by Stampin' Up. So this one has a basic white card base. Basic white. Fold in half with my bone folder. That gives you less wrinkles on the inside. This will be landscape. Then the next, well, this card has a lot of pieces, as you can see. And then we're going to make more pieces when we stamp and die cut out. Okay, so we have a fresh freesia layer. And then I've cut a rectangle out of that. Then we have more of the Dandy Designs designer paper. This is fresh freesia with, it's basically a plaid pattern, plaid diagonal. So plaid, freesia and white and light freesia. That will go on top, cover up that hole where we cut out this piece here, which is the, I think, second from the largest frame in Scallop Contours dies. This one here, which is second from the largest, Scallop Contours dies. Then our next layer is a piece of basic white cardstock that's been embossed with the cane weave embossing folder, which is gorgeous. In our mini catalog, just came out. And then I have a scrap of white to stamp all my pieces on, like all my little ice cream pieces. I have a white banner. This is a different size white banner from Stylish Shapes. 3 hearts. If you remember, in these dies, one die cuts out 3 hearts at the same time. And they are in Fresh Freesia. And Landa actually cut them out of this piece for the class. So there'll be another hole in that piece. Saving paper. And then both sizes of the ice cream topper piece in Early Espresso. Okay. Plus a piece of Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. I think I named all the parts. Now let's get to this stamping. So for this card, we need both ice cream milkshake containers. What's the word? I want to say jar, but glass. Both glasses. The short one and the tall one. We need both toppers, a straw, a cherry, and a spoon. So I'm just going to stamp a couple of those images here. I've actually pre-stamped it and pre-die cut it out. So, but I do want to show how I stamped the ice cream, the glasses, in case you don't know. And I'm going to test out this spoon with the shadow stamp. Okay, so I have these numbered, what order I think you should stamp them in. So number 1 and number 2. Number 1, and this is the same for both little containers. We stamp the outline, or sorry, the detail image first in solid whatever color. So Fresh Freesia in this case. And then the second one, we ink it up in Fresh Freesia, stamp it off on scratch paper, then stamp it on top of this. And I have these little arrows here on the second step telling you to me, it's easiest to align this top right corner. And then you want to look and make sure everything else is lined up, but that top right corner needs to be lined up. So let's see if I can do it on video. Got my scratch paper here to stamp off. Let me scoot it up so you can see what I do. Okay, so Fresh Freesia. I want to get that. So I'm going to stamp the solid one first. Tap, tap, tap. But remember, you can always move your stamps around to gather the most ink you have on your pad. See how they're always, well, I don't know if you can see it. They're always darker on the edges. That's where all your ink is. Remember to use the foam mat if you don't have a really hard, firm table like me. Like in my class, we'll be using the foam mat because those tables are funky up there. We love the place. Thank you for letting us rent it, but not good stamping tables. Okay, then, and when you stamp off, by the way, don't stamp off on your funky table. Stamp off on the same surface, whether it's your foam mat, your hard table, whatever that you're going to stamp onto. Especially with one like this, it's super solid. Because otherwise it'll stamp off funky and you'll have dark parts. Okay, fully stamp off. And then we're going to, again, look at this top right-hand corner first. Then check the bottom as well, because those are basically your two, to me, those are the main 2 guides. Start with the top right, then go to the bottom. And that's what it looks like. It's kind of a retro vibe. It's like, also like maybe how a glass can look darker and lighter depending on what liquid is in it and how it has, you know, how you've been eating or drinking it. I don't know. It's cute. So that's how you stamp that. Of course, you just stamp the 2 toppers, both of them, the large one and the small one, in petal pink. I just went with the same color to keep it, you know, for the class even. Stamp the cherry the same way. For the straw, I did not use, there are 2 stamps, but I only used the stripe one, which I'm looking for. It's here, yeah, right here. I only used the stripe one, and there is a flat bottom, and then the angle it would be the top, which that will match the die that way. But that's just real red ink, so remember, don't go crazy. Tap, tap, tap. It's real skinny, so it's going to make you get ink everywhere, but you don't need to. Okay, and then we'll die cut that out. And then last but not least is the spoon. So I'm going to see, maybe I'll just stamp it on this one. I don't think I want to stamp it off. So anyway, side note, to get silver when I don't want to heat emboss and all that, I use smoky slate. So that's my like silver. And so that's what color I used. Actually, I'll test this both ways. But at the beginning of the video, I think Rosemary is the one that told me that this image might go on the spoon. So we're going to see. I'll test it over here. I'm going to stamp off and stamp on. Just don't know if I want the spoon that light. And then, ooh, oh, I should have stamped this one first. Let me try that. I'm going to stamp this image first. Yeah, that's a lot easier to align that way. So that's how it looks stamped off and with the little detail there. Let me do it not stamped off. But I think you need to stamp this detail first for easier alignment, my opinion, if you want to use both. So yeah, smoky slate is pretty dark, so it's barely going to show. So that's going to be your choice if you want to use that on your card. Now, the way we're doing this, that's really not even going to show on this card. The spoon is going to be buried in the ice cream. So, your choice. But thank you, Rosemary. Now we at least know what this is for. I said maybe it was leaves for the cherry, which I think it would work for that as well, right? I don't want to stamp on this because this is my class example, but you could put some little leaves there, but I don't think that's what it's intended for. But hey, now we have two uses. So there we go. Okay, so long story short though, stamp all these, hand cut them apart loosely for the reasons I explained earlier already about it's much easier to die cut. You don't chance overlapping your dies. You can turn the dies the direction you need and all that stuff, and then die cut them out. Woohoo, pre-done. But the one cool little thing that this set of dies does is on this larger ice cream piece, it cuts a slit for you to insert the spoon or the straw. So cute. So you can put the straw in there or the spoon in there, or anything you want, but you know, super cute. Okay, so there we go. Now let us assemble this card. Still hanging, still there. Hey, Betsy. I was wondering what that was for too. Someone on the video had to tell me. Oh, I need to stamp my greeting, but that's fine. So yeah, I couldn't figure it out on my own. But it makes sense also now that we know, because they're side by side in the picture. So, side note there. Okay, what does this card say? Be my Valentine. So this stamp set can be for Valentine's, of course. And that's why I have two ice creams on this card, because we're going to have one for each person in the Valentine party, so to say. I'm going to use fresh Freesia ink. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Write down. It's a little bit high, but that's okay. And it says Be My Valentine. All right, so let's put it together. I'm able to go ahead and start attaching things flat. I mean, sorry, to the base is what I meant to say, because I'm not wrapping ribbon around. At my kickoff event, we wrapped ribbon around multiple projects. It was like, don't glue anything to the base until you check that ribbon. And then we'll add this to our card base. trying to run out. Telephone's ringing. And then our next layer, our embossed white cardstock on top of the fresh freesia rectangle, scallop rectangle. And then that's flat on the card as well. Come on. Oh, I see it. There it goes. That's the end. Okay, fine. I'll refill you now. See that red? So when you refill these adhesives, make sure, oh, I don't have one over here. I have to run and grab it. Make sure you always clean off the boogers, as someone told me on the last video to call them. Last time I refilled the one, I should say. From both sides of your holder. And I always just smash mine onto this holder because that's trash basically. And then the new one just pops in. But I do need to walk across the room to grab one. I normally keep one over here for videos, but apparently not. So grab two. I always try to keep a ton of these on hand. You never know when you're going to run out. So basically, when I use one, I order one. So now I need to order two because technically I just used two. Anyway, two holes, two things to put the holes in. I still haven't goo-goned all the gunk off my holder there. Oh, the new ones run so smooth. Okay, so that goes in the center. See how y'all are doing. Love, love, love. Thank you, Terry. Hey, Mary in Tennessee. I didn't think I liked or wanted cane weave. Ooh, yes, girl. Jean, it is nice. I feel like it's going to be a good background that we can fall back on. You know how that is when we just need a background that's not super specific, like rain or whatever. I like that one too, but you know what I mean? I think it'll be a good one to fall back on. So I hope it carries over after this catalog ends. But oh, side note, of course, all the dies that you would have used. And here's, you can see how they have that slit there in that one. But those are all the dies. But I just wanted to save y'all that time on this video. And I actually was able to do it because, you know, sometimes not. Okay, so I think there's several ways you could put this together. But just so you know, in general, I'm going to put the tall glass to the left and then the shorter one to the right. But that shorter one will be on dimensionals. But I'm just laying this out so I know. My greeting will be here toward the right. I'll overlap a little bit. The large ice cream I'm putting on the tall one. Small one on the short one. Little hearts are going to go over here. But I kind of want to know how it's going to lay out, which, of course, if you're taking this class, you'll just look at the sample first. Because then that can kind of help me figure out what to glue down first, what to glue to what. I'm putting the cherry on the short one because I just am. And the tall one's not getting a cherry, and the spoon's going on the short one, and the straw is going to get tucked into this large one. Because that's how I did it. This is a couple, and this is what they're sharing on Valentine's Day. So now that I kind of have that layout, what I'm going to do is glue together my little toppers. So I think I'll just add some adhesive on the back bottom below that slit and tuck my straw in. And obviously, because of how we're making it, you don't want the straw to show. So don't go too far. Then the chocolate, or vice versa. You could have done the chocolate first because it does tuck under the straw, but it's fine. Again, just make sure you cover up. By the way, this would be hot fudge if it were me. I do not like chocolate syrup at all. I don't know why. I've never liked it. And I like chocolate, but I don't like chocolate syrup, but I love hot fudge so much. I love hot fudge. I never go to those like, you know, frozen yogurt places anymore, but if I do, I pump like 5 hot fudge things on my ice cream, my froyo. Just a side note, FYI about me. I love hot fudge. Dairy Queen was my first job. Y'all, I ate a lot of hot fudge over there. And I could put as much as I wanted since I worked there. Anyway, hot fudge is good. All right. Ice topper on that. And then, of course, I will pop up the cherry on top with a dimensional. I really want hot fudge now. Who said they wanted ice cream earlier? Maybe they'll have some on the cruise. The spoon is going to go behind this piece. So let me just add a little adhesive there. This is like a sundae. Not that you can't eat a shake with a spoon, I know. So let me start attaching these pieces now. My tall glass is flat. It's weird, my camera looked strange. Let me check the height here. Of course, you don't want that straw to stick out past the top of your card. So you can put it in an envelope. And then I think I will add a little adhesive on the back of that straw. Secure it. Now dimensionals on this top ice cream, the large one for the tall glass. And I'm going to, or I did overlap that dimensional over the straw part. Just again, secures it a little better. Just make sure your straw is not sticking out over the top of your card. And then dimensionals on my small, oh, yes, topper. Oh, did I? Okay, I lied. The short glass is flat as well. I want it just a little lower just so it can have interest. And then dimensionals. Maybe I will cut a dimensional down. Real skinny there. For the spoon, I cut that so small. Let me see if I can peel it off. Whew. And I did overlap the ice cream on top of it instead of tucking it in. So whatever you choose. Dimensionals on my greeting. Be my Valentine. I think I'll do 3 because it's kind of wide. Probably 4 might be better, but it's fine. How do I want this? And then the hearts I attached flat, so I'll flip them all upside down over here on the silicone. Add some adhesive. So it's like small, medium, large. They're also funky shaped hearts, which is really cute. Again, maybe going with that retro vibe. And they're just kind of overlapping each other in that top right-hand corner. And then the last step is just the ribbon, which is just another bunny ear bow. And that's going to be it for this card. I will show you that 4th card. Oh my gosh, Janet, homemade hot, blah, blah. She got me all flustered. Homemade hot fudge is the best and easy to make. I don't even know how to make homemade hot fudge, Janet. You need to tell me. Yep, love that hot fudge. That was my daughter's first job also, Dairy Queen. She loved that job. Love hot fudge too. I'm glad y'all are on hot fudge with me. It's so good. Let me see. Terry, love, love, love. Betsy, Jennifer, hello. Facebook user, let me see who that is. Over here. Lori, love hot fudge too. Y'all, I know. Chocolate sauce is, like, I don't know why, but like my husband and daughter love chocolate sauce. So I don't know why people like chocolate sauce. Period. Like, I don't even like that Hershey's you have at your house. No, I don't like that. But anyway, that's just me. But dang, hot fudge, I would put it on everything. I think I forgot I did used to buy a jar of hot fudge that you would heat up in the microwave. I don't eat anything good anymore. I just eat healthy stuff. Supposedly. No comments if you're on the cruise with me. I'm looking for my glue dots. Sorry. I got distracted on all the hot fudge talk. The bow I'm putting down at the corner of the banner. It's not really touching the banner, but it's right down below at the corner. And that's it. That's what I did for this card. Let me see. Julie, but been seeing this set used a lot lately, and now I want it. LOL. I love it. I know there's a lot of samples of it on Pinterest of this stamp set. I'm just reading comments now. Hey, G-Ann. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for saying great cards. Now I have to have this set. Cindy. She says, oh, me. Love Fresh Freesia. Julie. Love Hot Fudge. Good morning, Terry. Definitely love Hot Fudge, Cindy. Yes. Jody Mathena. Good morning. Jean, you have to give me this recipe. Kylie. I love all forms of chocolate and fudge, Linda. I agree, except for syrup. Marcia, like all your cards. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, let me put them out. I'm going to put the ones you're going to win, or if you win, put the good ones out. And I do want to show you the other card we're making in class. I just didn't make it on the video today to save time. But it's with the Dainty Delight bundle and Dainty Flowers designer paper. So this is card class for this month. 4 cards for $15, free with a $20 order. You will can't fit them in here. You can come in person Saturday, or you can take it to go and stamp at home. You can even check out the supplies from me if the tub is still available. Limited, it's while supplies last on that. So thanks, Linda. Thanks, Betsy. Now I need to hurry and finish up some projects so I can play with this set. I would love to see what you make with it, Betsy. I know they'll be adorable. Oh, and side note, like my diet is usually like I do paleo and try not to do processed foods and all that. So I'm like thinking I need to Google a paleo hot fudge recipe and see if that exists. Not that I won't eat the real stuff from time to time. Don't get me wrong, I will. Oh my gosh. Jean says, I have company coming. I just put out a dish of fudge and she'll get her recipe for me. Woohoo. Thanks, Jean. I love that you just put out a dish for company. That's perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Linda. All right. I'm going to see you guys later next week. I want to be on live. I just have to see how the week goes with us getting ready for this cruise. But so I will update in the group. But I'm wanting to go live. So I'm hoping it's going to happen, but I will have to keep everybody updated. Have a great week. Thanks, Stella. Thanks, Layla. Looking forward to class with Genevieve. Yay! Then I'll get to see you over on our Facebook group, Layla, if I'm saying your name right. When we have that on February 25th, I think. So everybody have a great day. Thanks, Julie. Yes, Julie. See you next week. It's a week from Saturday. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye. Marcia, I don't do my prize drawings on the video. We do those at any time we have time. So, yeah, if that's what you're asking, Marcia. Bye, Kylie. Thanks, Landa.